won't stop till I wear the crown.
Welcome back to another video, everybody. My name is Leven LMR, your host, and we are playing Satisfactory once again. Now, in our last video, we started creating a better factory, at least better from the mess we had, and I got a few things set up here, just like the smelters, and then I also got some of the constructors. So I got smelters and constructors set up to start making base materials that we can lead into our storage unit that we made, and at the moment, nothing is running yet. We still have to set up a few more items. I think I am going to redo these conveyor belts going into my storages just because they don't really look nice and they are crossing over each other, which doesn't really, well, let's just say it doesn't really work out well for us. So let's delete. Is that what I just said was delete? Delete. Man, I'm speaking different languages over here. I just made up my own. So we are going to delete these, and I think I'm going to run them from this side right over here, which I don't know if it'd be my right facing it, but the left of the building, I guess. We're going to run those to the closer conveyor belts, and then we're going to run the farthest ones away farther out, obviously, and I think that'll make a little more sense so they're not all overlapping each other and making another mess, which we are trying to avoid this time. Although I am pretty good at making a mess of my buildings and my factories, so we shall see what happens. Now, one problem is I put all of my storages right in the way of where we want to run our conveyor belts here. So I might have to move a few of those. Alright, awesome. Now all those are moved out of the way, and we've lined them up a little neater over here, but still a mess that we have to get rid of and store in our actual storage unit at some point. Now it's time to get our materials back and build our conveyor belts. Those two produce iron plates and iron rods, and those will be let out through the side over here on conveyor belts, which we can connect right now to our storage. Now we drag down towards this, simply going to line it up just like I did the last one, just like that. Then from here, hooked right up to the rest of them. You should be able to stuff all of these in here. And this will display them as well. I put a little conveyor belt sticking out of them, so if we walk through here, we can be like, oh, there's iron plates on this one, or there's iron rods, or whatever we're storing. Just to make it a little easier on me, because I don't have any signs or anything like that unlocked yet. I can't label stuff. Alright, on to our next step. We have to figure out, because this one's going to be making screws, and we're going to have screws just going over there. I think I can have multiple machines making screws, but I don't remember completely. I think I combine two, and I can lead them into three more to make screws, and it evens out the timing. Okay, so I think it was right. If I take these two off of one smelter, so if I take these two constructors off of one smelter like I have them, I can actually combine them and lead them into three more constructors, and it will produce a bunch of extra screws really fast. Let's try that right there and see if we can do that. Have these merge. Perfect. And then since those are merging, I can then put down a conveyor splitter. After we have our merger back down here, or our splitter back down after the merger that they lead into, I can now go back to production, grab some more constructors, like so, and then we'll need one more on the left here, just like that. Take my conveyor belts, hook them up to each of these. So as these produce plates and iron rods, to be able to make screws, I believe it takes iron rods to make screws, right? Yes. So the first two constructors I have in the line here, I will set to iron rods. That one's already set. This one is now set. So those are both set to iron rods. And then I can set these three to screws. That one, this one, and the last one over here will be set to screws as well. Now those should produce crap tons of screws really quickly. We can lead that directly onto there. Alright, and that completes our third storage box of stuff. That's going to be screws. So this is what our first three conveyors look like, coming out of our storage factory there, down and around, going through the walls and over to here. First one is iron plates, then iron rods, and those three over there are producing screws, which will also lead up into our storage. Yeah, now we just have to make a Mach 2 miner right here. Alright, let's place down our first Mach 2 miner. I'm going to place it just about here, I'd say. And then I should be able to place a conveyor splitter, which I shall place fairly close. Grab our conveyor belts, attach them, One is going to go up to here, and the second one is going to go up to our second window, basically completing our process of items. I think the only thing it needs now, everything needs power inside the building. Let's grab our power line that we have sitting over here. This is connected to our coal generator factory we built in the distance, and I can place this one up here, leading a power line straight to our miner that's outside. Should start up production of that. There's our power line right there. Now this whole setup should be running. Oh, this is why it's not, is because I haven't set up the 2 smelters yet. I need these to make iron ingots, and this should spit them out pretty fast, all different directions, making all different resources. Yeah, look at them go, that's a bunch of screws. Alright, so we have our first setup running. Our 2 smelters are over here getting stuff from the miner that is outside. We connected all of our power points lining the wall right here. Those connect into 4 constructors that are split up. The first one making steel plates, the second one making steel rods, and the third and fourth both make steel rods that lead into the factories that I'm standing on right now. All 3 of these factories, including the one I'm standing on, is making screws out of those steel rods, and it looks like it's making them very proficiently, because look how many there are on that belt. That's nuts. You can see it all being led up to our storage facility up there, which is just what we wanted. Those are the first 3 that we have going now. Now we should probably move on to making our next item. So where the first machine's running, our max megawatts that we're using is 138. We're about to start up the second set of machines that will be making reinforced plates. Let me connect that now to the Mark II miner we have there, and then over to the top wall outlet if I can grab it here. That one right there. Now let's run around our base, jump back inside so we can start up the machines. Alright, let's get it started. Let's configure our smelters to make iron ingots. Now both of these are making iron ingots. This side is set up to make iron plates. This side is set up to make iron rods. The iron plates just go on their way into the constructors there, or should I say they're not constructors. The iron plates just go on their way into the assemblers, and then the iron rods get turned into screws by these 3 constructors, and then run over to the assemblers as well. Now I'm hoping we can run 2 assemblers, but I'm not sure if we'll be able to. So we'll have to wait and find out here. I don't know if I can make enough iron plates is probably the problem. We're going to get rid of that assembler along with this. We're just going to have one set up for both. Obviously it's not working out. I am going to keep it so we can split off the screws though, because it makes an overabundance of screws. Just not enough iron plates to keep up with it, which is fine for now. It's not a huge deal, but I think we'll be able to use those somewhere else down the line. So let's get that conveyor belt lined up here. Let's go set up a little window over here to put that through. Singular conveyor wall. Perfect. Just slap it to the window. Okay, now we have reinforced plates being made. We have a Mach 2 miner right here leading into smelters and a bunch of constructors, and then it leads into our final thing that I forgot what it was called again. We will look it up right now. It's called an assembler. I should remember that. But yes, so they all lead into the assembler that is making a bunch of reinforced plates for us. So that assembler makes a bunch of reinforced plates for us. They travel the conveyor belt out to over here and lead into our 4th storage port we have on our storage building. And as you can see, everything else is still streaming in. The storages in there are just like these ones out here, much bigger than what we were using before. They're actually double the size and capacity, which is pretty awesome. This is where I think I'm going to end the video, everybody. I appreciate you all watching. Please come get back again next time. I also stream on Twitch. The links are in my bio and in the description of the video if you want to check that out and see a little bit more of everything I do. A lot of the videos I make are just condensed versions for you guys so you can see exactly what's going on. But if you jump onto my Twitch and watch me stream sometime, you can get all the nitty gritty, maybe give me suggestions on what to do better or worse or whatever you want to do. But thank you all for watching. Come back next time.